Director ICAR-NAARM for the welcome address.
Respected and distinguished dignitaries on the dais, Dr. B.N.Mathur as the chief guest on this function is our former director of NAARM, former director of ICAR-NAARM. We have with us today Dr. R.C. Agrawal, our beloved Deputy Director General Agriculture Education and National Director of NAARM. And we have our beloved Director Dr. Swaminathan, President of this function, and faculty and staff of NAARM, and most important scientist trainees of Focars 113 batch, and students of agribusiness management, and also students from ICAR-NAARM. Once again, good morning each one of you. At the outset, I welcome the chief guest of today's function, Dr. Mathur sir. I think, sir, you must be very happy to be here to see. And a special opportunity here, sir. Today, they are training in NAARM. I know, because you headed both the institute, and the students of one institute are undergoing training in another institute here. So, definitely it's my pleasure and honor to be with all of you on this important valedictory program of 113 Focars batch. So, it's a great moment for all of us, and one more feather in the cap of NAARM, one more milestone. So we take pride. We are really so delighted to witness the valedictory program of 130th batch. So the academy always takes pride in creation of human resources. It is a foundation course, whether it is a foundation course or MDP or EDP or ADM program or capacity building program or entrepreneurship program. Because of its long journey started from 1976, the academy is honored. The academy is given a privilege to be a center to nodal office for entire capacity building of our Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. So here, sir, we are so happy, particularly on this occasion. So far we have trained, especially when we look at the 113th batch, definitely we remember so far 6,890 scientists have been trained under Focars, maybe a big different name, FCRPM, Focars and all. So the academy always feels great. You must have seen our garages are loaded with all the pictures of 112, and very soon we are going to have another picture in our heart, that is 113 Focars batch. So wonderful feeling to all of us, and today we have our DDG R.C. Agrawal. Definitely, sir, now this is the creation of, this is the activity of NAARM, because morning when I met, sir was asking what is going on. Sir, this is in front of you. So today, the valedictory of 113th batch, we have very wonderful time in last 1 year, having both 112 and 113 back-to-back program, and so far 117 scientists in 112 and 16 scientists in 113 completed, and only today you are scientist training. The last day to have the trainee tag. So from tomorrow morning, you are scientists of ICAR, scientists of National Agriculture Research and Education System. So I congratulate each one of you, and I would like to present to both the chief guest and guest of honor. Sir, they are from 32 ARS disciplines, and 59 already reported in the respective institute across the country, and 10 directly reported here. Remaining they came from the respective institute, and they are from 22 different states. So we are very happy, and this is a usual situation. Always we see a mini India in this premises, and that's the importance of this National Academy. So thank you, and we are really delighted to have the chief guest and guest of honor today with all of us, and looking forward to have a wonderful function in the name of Valedictory. And I congratulate once again all the Focarsians to complete your foundation course in this academy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the warm welcome. I now invite Dr. Vijay Avinashalingam, Course Director, to present a brief report of the 113 Focars.
To be here and to present the course coordinator's report. Respected and distinguished Dr. B.N.Mathur, sir, former Director NDRA and NAARM. Respected Dr. R.C. Agrawal, sir, DDG Education and National Director. Respected Dr. C.H. Srinivas Rao, sir, Director ICAR-NAARM, and Dr. G. Venkateshwar, Joint Director and ICAR-NAARM. All heads and in charges, all scientist faculties, and my fellow coordinator, CAO, CFAO, SAO, scientist trainees, doctor from the health center, PGDAVM, first and second year students, NDRA trainees, and technical and admin staff. The 130th Foundation Course for Agricultural Research Service was started on July 18, 2023. The batch consists of 69 probationers from 32 ARS disciplines. There were 27 female and 42 male from 21 states, union territories of the country. The inauguration of the Focars was held on 18 July by Sri K.V. Shahji, Chairman NABARD, was the chief guest, and Dr. Apparao Kodil, former Vice Chancellor, as the guest of honor, University of Hyderabad. After the joining formalities are over, the training started with the module on National and International Agricultural Research, Extension and Education Systems, Research Project Management Modules, Agricultural Policies, IPR, Biodiversity Act, HRO modules, Regulatory Frameworks, IT and Data Management, Entrepreneurship, Startup and to come out with solutions and contribute immensely to our agricultural systems in ICAR in general and their respective institutes in particular. And as coordinators, we are sure that the objectives of the Focars were met. The feedback of the scientist preparation planning, a separate exercise on preparation of RPDs, and presenting them before their peers and non-faculty was held. In all these exercises, feedback was given to the probationers to make them understand their weakness and how to improve when they go back to their institute. To orient them towards taking up the field problems faced by the farmers, the trainees were sent to 11 KVKs or ICAR institutes of different parts of the country in a group of 6 to 7 persons. With the help of KVKs, the village was identified at each center, and they have interacted with the farmers to understand their activities in general, problems related to agriculture in particular. They have also visited FPOs. Based on the problems identified, action plans were prepared and presented before the villagers as well as before the KVKs and other researchers. As a first time, this was a new initiative by our director. We have directors of ICAR institutes, progressive farmers, industry experts and agri startups. These interactive sessions provide them with different perspectives from typical experiential sharing by researchers, industrialists and farmers. Another initiative taken during the Focars is a 3-day industrial visit was organized. They have been taken to e-auction platform at Ongole, Godrej Philips India processing plants, ICAR CTRA regional station, Davy Seafoods, Pearl Distilleries, Vallabha Feeds, Dhanlakshmi Spinning Textiles and state government's Ongole breeding farm were also organized. Visit to all the local ICAR institutes such as IIMR, IARR, NRC and Meat, Director of Poultry Research, Institute of Oilseed Research and IGRISAT and Rural Technology part of NARD was also organized. Several guest lectures were also organized, and these include the esteemed Dr. Himanshu Patak, Secretary DAC and DG ICR's lecture, Dr. B.S. Dwivedi, ASRB NRM member, Dr. S.K. Chaudhary, DDG NRM, Dr. Anil Roy, ADG ICT, and Dr. Ganeshaya, renowned scientist and novelist, along with many others. Interactive sessions were also arranged with Joint Secretary Finance and Institute personnel on admin.
Mixed emotions today to express. Yeah, due to very less time, I really want you to quickly give your feedback.
Vidya Dadati Vinayam, Vinaya Dayati Patratam, Patratvata Dharmabhoti, Dhanata Dharmam Tatasukam. That means from knowledge comes humility. From humility comes eligibility or gentleness. And eligibility leads to wealth, wealth leads to religion, and finally religion leads to ultimate what we call as happiness. A very warm good morning to our honorable chief guest, our director ICAR-NAARM, joint director ICAR-NAARM, and our beloved coordinators of 113 Focars. It is indeed a great pleasure to be here on this auspicious occasion and perhaps the most emotional one. I stand before you today with a mix of emotions, pride, nostalgia, and whatnot, and anticipation too. Today we gather here at the prestigious Institute ICAR-NAARM to mark the culmination of the 3 months of 113 Focars training program. Today, when we look back the 3 months of our 113 Focars training program, we can feel a profound sense of gratitude. We are grateful for the opportunities for which the NAARM has provided to all of us. The knowledge we have gained, and most importantly, the friendship which we have built through the periods of 3 months. We owe a great debit to our dedicated faculty members who are present over here, who imparted vast knowledge and also nurtured our growth. Their guidance and mentorship have been an immense impact and invaluable in shaping us into the professional what we are today and also in the future too. At NAARM, we have not just learned about the agriculture, the research and development. We have also learned about our life. We have imbibed the values of hard work, the perseverance, and the importance of sustainable agriculture development, which is the main goal of ICAR. And this would help us to prepare for us the challenges for the future too. And when we come to our different lectures in the NAARM throughout this 3 months period, coming to the phase 1, that is most importantly the orientation and capacity building program. And the first and foremostly it was started with the lectures with National and International Agricultural Research System by our JD sir. That was the first lecture which we have started with. And again it was followed by challenges and opportunities in Indian agriculture by our beloved director sir. And again it was followed by several lectures, like to mention most important, National Agriculture Extension System by Dr. Swaminathan sir, and various such faculty members which have built and enriched the knowledge with different lectures in this 3 months 113 Focars program. And various fruitful sessions, interaction sessions with women scientists, women researchers, young scientists, directors of various ICAR institutes, progressive farmers, and whatnot, industrial visits which enlighten various dimensions of agriculture and allied research systems. A deep sense of gratitude to our directors, sir, JD sir, and our post coordinators for their tireless effort of these eye-opening sessions in this 3 months period. And coming to the phase 2, which is the most interesting one to understand the ground reality problems of the farmers, we have undergone a 19 days of field experience training program, and I was very lucky enough to lead a group of our dynamic team members to work together at ICAR Board Scale Tukanati, Belgavi, where we could address the real challenges and the problems which are faced by the farmers at the field level. We wish to express our deep sense of gratitude, respect, and heartfelt thanks to our post coordinators Dr. N.A. Avinashalingam, Dr. B.S. Ishwan, and Dr. Bharat S. Sontaki. Though he is not here, he has been admitted, so we are very much emotional for him because he is not here today. For their constant inspiration, encouragement, valuable suggestions, and careful reading of every activity during our field experience training, and for ensuring its successful completion also. We also thank our FET monitoring faculty, Dr. Shivaramani sir, for sharing his valuable knowledge, constructive suggestions during our field experience training program, and also keeping us cheerful during the whole 19 days through phone calls, though not in presence, through phone calls. And a deep sense of gratitude to our Dr. B.N.Mathur sir, who was the scientist and head of the KVK, who was the local faculty, monitoring faculty of the KVK, for that overwhelmed and wholehearted support, assistance, and advice during the whole FET period. Last but not the least, phase 3, perhaps the most emotional one, multidisciplinary perspectives, a spiritual visit to Brahma Kumaris. As you all know, the whole day we spent there, to gain the knowledge and experience on lifestyle for environment. So definitely that would have enriched a lot of knowledge and enlightened with their words of Brahma Kumaris, which was followed by various research institute visits such as ICAR, IIMR, IIOR, NMRI, NIRV, DPR, and so many, where we could able to know the different research activities and development activities which were being carried out, and what are the current technologies and what are the future challenges that we could able to know. But our journey at NAARM has about more than just academic training. It's about the friendship which we have built together of a bunch of 69 Focars from different states. The early morning yoga sessions, the late night sessions during group seminar, preparing group seminar, RPPs, digital presentations, FPT presentations, cultural events. For this special, I thank special to our Saurav Mishra, who always been a backbone for our cultural events, Ankit, Saurav Mishra and Maitra. So this bond which we have formed all through the 3 months will be a source of strength and support as we venture into our professional career. As we are trained at this prestigious institute, we are stepping into a world that is facing myriad challenges in the years and years to come. Climate change, food security, and sustainable agricultural practices are some of the pressing issues of the current times, which already dealt by various faculty members, guest faculty members, which were invited at NAARM of this 3 months training period. So I am proud to be a part of this incredible journey, and I am excited to see what the future has for all of us. So finally, I thank NAARM Director, Dr. C.S. Srinivasa sir, Joint Director, Dr. Venkateshwar sir, for shaping us into the individuals we are today. Thanks to our beloved coordinators, Dr. Avinashalingam, Dr. Yashwant sir, and Bharat S. Sontaki sir, for your tireless effort and unwavering support. A special thanks to Mr. Ravi Marela, Garu and their team for always taking a wonderful photographs of every session, Saturday session and also in the class session too. Have a big hand of applause for Ravi Marela Garu, because of them we all could able to keep WhatsApp status and we are able to see the photos of this wonderful journey of 3 months. So thank you all for being a part of this. Thank you all for being a part of this memorable journey. As we move forward, let us carry the spirit of NAARM. The 3 months could be a lifetime remembrance for all of us, and continue to make a positive impact in the society. Thank you.
Dayas and Abhidayas. and my dear friends. Good morning to everyone. First and foremost, I would like to express my gratitude to the organizers, head of our ICAR family, DG sir, director sir and joint director sir now, and our beloved coordinators and vibrant NAARM faculty for providing us with a wonderful opportunity to enhance our knowledge and skills in the field of agricultural research. Throughout the duration of the course, I was thoroughly impressed by the comprehensive content that was covered. The range of the topics includes concepts and principles of project management, the special emphasis on project formulation and implementation, human resource management, communication skills, time management, stress management, and many others, provide us with a solid foundation of theoretical and practical knowledge that is essential for all of us as trainees. And we are lucky enough to have and also undergone the every weekend sessions, Saturdays. That sessions with directors, progressive farmers, industry experts, and some startups. Really, that is very good for our scientific career and journey. Interact with the scientific community and also elders. That is really helped us to how we can behave and interact within our organizations also, like official meetings in the IRC, REC, whatever it may be. The lectures as well as interactive discussions provide us a very enough knowledge and also the practical implications also. On the other hand, during the second phase, Mark FPT and APT were the crucial components of the training where we have learned the working at field level and collection of data and practical exposures, some ground level problems that really allowed us to develop critical thinking and problem solving skills that are essential for all of us as scientists. Even apart from the lectures and the interactive discussions, we actively enjoyed by participation in some practical activities like group seminar, video production, digital presentation, even culturals and sports that really help us to develop our great bondage that makes us to carry forward in our future research project proposals and their management by interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary approaches and collaborations. I really thank the entire organization team, NAARM family, for this outstanding opportunity to have and undergone this wonderful training. I really thankful once again to the NAARM director sir and joint director sir and our beloved coordinators and entire NAARM family. Thank you once again.
Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and my dear fellow colleagues, I can say colleagues now. Very good morning to all of you. My colleagues were in detail explained everything, what we have gone through and what we have acquired from this training. So it gives me a sense of nostalgic feeling, because the first day I came here, I expressed as a sort of disappointment as on why we were sent first to the institute. But right now, after the 3 months of this intense training, I am happy to say that I think it was good for us that we were sent first to the institute. Why? That I will explain. Because we will really be able to see the difference about what we were before the training and now what we will be after the training. We will be able to see the difference, what this training has done to us and how it has shaped us, nurtured us. During this 3 months of training, it was sort of a period of growth, development, kind of self-discovery for all of us. And we have acquired lots of knowledge, skills. We have learned how to persevere amidst adversities. We have learned to work together. We have learned a lot of motivation, positive thinking, and I'm not going deep into what that has already been covered by B.N.Mathur sir and Anil sir. So what I would like to say is that as a scientist, this is not, everybody I said this is the end of something, but I don't think this is the end of something. I think this is the beginning of our new phase. This is the beginning of something new. So this is the beginning of all of our careers. So whatever we have learned here, all the knowledge we have got here, all the skill sets that we have got here, that we are not going to use in our career. So this is a fresh beginning of our careers. So in the conclusion, I'd like to say that all of us, we have, besides knowledge and all the subject matter, what we have gained is best friends for life. That I'm sure everybody got best friends for life. So I am sure we'll be best friends forever. Our group is going to stay intact forever. And at the end, I'd like to conclude by saying that thank you to our director and our beloved coordinator, Dr. Swaminathan Dr. and Dr. Yashwant sir for bearing us for these 3 months. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, scientific staffs, my dear fellow colleagues, ABM students, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you. I am Dr. Agrawal, 113 Focars trainee. I am feeling so honored to be here. Our training was started on July 18 and now we are in the valedictory functions. Our journey is going to end and actually we are like a newborn kid. This foundation course made us and enhanced our knowledge in different aspects. Starts with phase 1, 2nd and 3rd. We have learned and also our confidence was built by various aspects like video productions, digital presentations and etc. And we got an opportunity to visit different ICAR institutes to know what all the ongoing projects are going, projects so that we could collaborate with them in the future. And apart from that, the thing I have observed uniquely in NAARM is all the scientific staffs have taught different classes for us. It was really fruitful, and the thing which I observed is here all the faculties, even now, it's very systematic, people are very prompt, even arranging the classes and even arranging the snacks as well. And Director sir, I would like to tell you something. You must have taken few classes, maybe 2 or 3 classes, but the thing I have learned is because to make the students, the people to sit physically and mentally in the classroom is quite difficult. But SAR session was really wonderful and it was very interactive. So I really admire this class. And apart from that, the thing I have learned from SAR is whatever position you are reaching, you should be humble and kind and to be help each other. So we all love you. I know now I came to know the reason why you are the director for the 2nd time of NAARM. But I would like to tell you one more thing. I do not know about your age and when I am going to retire, but I wish that you should be the director in future also for this NAARM. And I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to the director of NAARM and our Honorary Focars coordinator B.N.Mathur sir and Yashwant sir, because they were thinking 24/7 about us only the whole 3 months of training. And my heart is little heavy that I am going to lose my friend. Not lose, we are going to pass our ways. So I don't want to say goodbye. I hope all 113 Focars will be in touch. Please stay connected and thank you one and all. Thank you.
morning to everyone present here. Respected B.N.Mathur sir, Dr. Agrawal sir, and Dr. Valedictory sir, and Dr. Swaminathan sir, and all the dignitaries that is present on the dais, our beloved coordinators, Dr. B.N. sir and D.S. Yashwan sir, and all the dignitaries and the scientist faculty that is present off the dais. It is an honor and a privilege to be present here, to be able to stand here and to speak a few words about our days in the month. At first, I would like to extend my deep sense of gratitude to all the scientist faculty, because in NAARM we have understood one thing, that what is the importance of this agricultural research. Actually, because I am a veterinarian and I came from the background of veterinary, and when I came here, I did not have this kind of thinking about inculcating our veterinary science along with the agriculture. So I used to know the things, but it was not practically manifested in such a way. But after coming to NAARM, I have realized how important we are and how we should all come together to bring change in the grassroots level of the society. Not only that our profession is noble, the tag of being an NAARM scientist should not be taken lightly. We are in a classroom job, and we should understand that it is for the farmers who are taking toil in the farmland, in their fields, they are taking day and night to harvest their crops, to rear the livelihood, to bestow to the future generation, and to provide the food security of our country. So we should not take our job lightly. We are privileged to have this classroom job. So with this, I want to say that let's not forget the importance, and we should always try to learn. Like, learning is a never-ending journey. So my thinking is we should always try to learn and to adapt, and also to apply our knowledge. Not only that we are subject matter specialists, we have to apply our knowledge so that the ground level farmers, they get the benefit. So with this, I would like to thank you all for giving me this opportunity.
Agrawal, Prakuta and Ujima for sharing your experience and valuable feedback. So moving on, it's now time to invite our beloved guest of honor to address the gathering. So before I invite and hand over the mic, let me take the privilege of introducing Dr. R.C. Agrawal, BDG Agricultural Education, to the audience. Born in Mathura, Uttar Pradesh in 1963, Dr. Rakesh Chandra Agrawal has his early education from Mathura, graduation from Agra University, post-graduation and PhD from ICAR-NAARM New Delhi. Dr. Agrawal started his professional journey as scientist in NPPGR and continued as a senior scientist and principal scientist. He has also served as consultant for FAO, National Coordinator for the World Bank funded NIP Component 1 and Registrar General of TPV and FRA. So he is conferred with numerous awards such as Dr. B.R. Barwale Award, Dr. M.S. Randava Award and Lifetime Achievement Awards from different societies. He is also a fellow of several academies and societies. His core research area includes biodiversity informatics, information management, intellectual property rights, farmers' rights and agricultural education. Sir is currently serving as the Deputy Director General Agriculture Education ICAR, and he is also heading the World Bank funded National Agricultural Higher Education Project. I now invite him to address the gathering.
Thank you very much. So again, good morning. Another 12 minutes for good noon. Chief guest, Dr. Mathur, Dr. Swaminathan, Dr. Valedictory, Dr. B.N.Mathur, all their colleagues from NAARM, and dear fellow participants. First of all, I want to congratulate all of you for successfully completing this foundation course. I could not come because of a lot of engagements during this 3-month period. But then, because yesterday I was in one of the universities very close to Agrawal in Bidar. So I thought that maybe last day we can have some kind of words, or we can discuss something even after this Valedictory Programme. So thank you, Dr. Swaminathan, for this opportunity, and to the coordinators, the director. So friends, let me just first tell that you are receiving this degree. I was also standing on the same platform, giving the feedback, like the 4 students who are giving the feedback in 1989, and the 30th foundation course. So it's a wonderful platform to start the journey, and I think you are also going to start the great journey. And you are starting this great journey, I think, in a very auspicious thing. Because I know many of you may be knowing nowadays that Navratri. So I think today is the third or fourth Navratri. Third. So getting anything initiated during this period, you are starting your actual journey during this Navratri. I think whole life you can really remain involved in this auspicious work of research, extension or education, whatever you do. From the feedback from all the 4 students, if you see the keywords which came out and for which the students were clapping and they were really indicating stress management or the happiness or from the Sanskrit slogan again that how it leads to the happiness. So ultimate aim is your happiness, how you can remain happy. And I think that is the mood mantra. Therefore, all these things are synthetic happiness. If you are seeing something like this, but let us invite something so that we are permanently happy. Let us see something so that always we are cheerful. We see the science behind the smile. We really remain cheerfulness so that we deliver most out of our calibers, whatever we do. Another reason why I say is that the era in which you are entering into this research or extension or this education system is really a transformative era. You see this national education policy, you see a lot of changes which ICAR is also bringing out. Recently we started this hub, I think for the first time we have started so many of you will be involved in the teaching also, which earlier was not the opportunity, but now we have started this thing. Many more things. I'm not going to deliver all those changes here. But I can just say that it's really a time for transformation. Not the reforms, but the transform. Okay? And we always believe in the transform. So if you also have any ideas, because we are the one who is going to take our whole NAARM system into the Amritkal in the next 25 years. What are our goals? So that really we have to look into, and you are the champions for that. You are really the force behind it. So if you are strong, if your foundation is strong, I think you can deliver things. So what I request all of you is that please introspect yourself, like you are being involved in these yoga sessions, maybe some meditation sessions also you must have attended. So meditate, introspect, just see that what is actually required, how you can deliver. One point I can see, because I am dealing with the education, and when I say education, 76 universities, including 4 big universities, huge network. So we have to really see, many students have found, in the university I find, that if you ask, they are more concerned about the career advancement right from beginning. कि नेक्स्ट प्रमोशन मुझे कैसे मिलेगा, इसके लिए मुझे क्या तैयारी करनी है, अब ये काम पूरा होगा, अब मुझे नेक्स्ट काम करना है. So like when we were in our active research, there was no scorecard, nothing. So we focused only on work, and scorecard came later, and then we had to fit all our work. I think Dr. Rao, nobody bothered about it. So let us see that how we focus more for the productive research or whatever duty assigned to you, and then other things will automatically come. They are the byproduct, but you will derive more happiness if you are really recognized by your work. Nobody is recognized by the post. They are temporary. But if you are really delivering something, you can be recognized by her, by everybody. And many successful examples, if you see, there are many persons who will always focus on the work, and then they are recognized really forever. Even you see Professor Swaminathan, we lost him just a few days back. Even at the age of 98 years, and if he was going to deliver any lecture anywhere, people were going to just listen to him. So that kind of contribution really we have to see how we can really deliver. My second message to my young professionals, now they are going to complete this profession and they are really coming in the active research, active extension or education, whatever is the duty. But we have to just see, because time is changing very fast. In the recent study which we conducted, that what is the human resource requirement for the next 20 years. And in that we found that there are many findings, but one thing which we could connect was that in the next 10 years, we are going to lose around 80 million of our jobs across the world. And 90 million new jobs will be created, which we do not know what will be the shape of. So you also are not aware that what kind of research you have to do. The technology is changing so fast. Even if you see the Nobel Prizes which have been declared 2 days back, last year's Nobel Prize. So in biology or in the medicine, we are expecting that Swaminathan will get the Nobel Prize, but they are giving for the mRNA. Right? How fastly you can deliver. If you talk for the breeding, it is the speed breeding. So nobody has time to wait for 20 years to develop a new variant. So the time is changing so fast, we have to adopt the technologies. Similarly, you see in the physics, now they have developed the Nobel Prize which has been given that you can see the process, actual process of the electrons, how they are moving. So you can decide quickly that okay, how I have to change molecules, how I have to. So let us see that in the times to come, when if you read the book Life 3.0, I think some of you must have also read that how the life is going to look like after 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. When the AI will dominate us, when the drones will dominate us, robots will dominate us, everything. And now it is becoming a reality in the fields also. Nobody can say that, because I am poor, I cannot afford a mobile. Everybody has a mobile. In the same way, in times to come, every farmer, it will be unavoidable, they have to use the technology. They have to use. So how best you all professionals can really, you all, our young scientists can really contribute for adoption of the technology at an affordable price for the farmers. That is really required. And that's what we are propagating to the universities. And you will be happy to know that ICAR has taken so many new initiatives, and one of them in the education field has been National Agriculture Higher Education Project, which is a $165 million project for 5 years. And another project, it comes to around 1,200 crores. Another project, there are many activities, but one of the key activities was how we can do, like we are doing the capacity building, how we can do the capacity building for our young students. And young students at the age of 18 years, 19 years, undergraduate students. 2,000 students till date we have sent to more than 40 countries. Each student is costing around 10 lakhs. And ICAR doesn't charge anything from the student, including local travel, going to the visa office, getting visa, medical insurance, anything. Now, if I talk to them, I have spoken to more than 200 students who have returned from them, from various countries. You see the change vision. They are really the future of our country. They can reshape the country, like you are also the future. So we are investing, the ICAR is investing more and more in those young minds, and not only the students but also the faculty. More than 800 faculty again we have sent to various countries under this project. We have created 16 centers of excellence, and please get connected to those centers of excellence. Market intelligence, we have one center. We have one center for genomics. We have one center for the secondary agriculture. One center for the next generation technology. One center for the climate smart agriculture. So that the students get the best of the best knowledge out of these centers of excellence. So we are preparing our young minds, we are preparing our young students, and I think you have the responsibility to reshape our future, to reshape our agriculture, and to bring the dreams of our Honorable Prime Minister to like Atmanirbhar Bharat. Atmanirbhar Bharat cannot be achieved unless we have Atmanirbhar village, because most of the population is in the village. So how really we can reshape all these things with the use of technologies is the big challenge for all of you, and I think using that we have to deliver, and we have to always, in addition to our families, in addition to our own life, we have to also think for the society. We have to always think for the country, what in return we are giving to the country, and at least one good work we can decide that what we have to deliver for this country. And then if you think like this, I think there is nothing which can stop us by becoming the superpower in the field of agriculture. And my dream is that let us make the Indian education system as one of the most powerful system in the world, so that students from across the world, they should have dream to come to India and to learn from our ICAR institutes, to learn from our universities. So that is really something we have to think of. How we can have more and more private partnership, how we can have more and more funding for this. You must have listened to our Honorable Director General. ICAR is now also focusing more for the resource generation, and that responsibility again lies on you. How we can, because ICAR has allowed, you can use 70% of the budget for your own. So try to convince your director, try to put your ideas to the respective directors where you will be working, that what can be the mechanisms for more and more resource generation through your research, through the partnerships, and there are many other ways you can just look into this. And my last point is that let us also see that how we make our system more vibrant and more involved in the sustainable agriculture, and to achieve the goals, national goals, which our government is giving to us, and which includes many topics. I'm not going to provide the details of all those topics, but we have to see all those points also. So we have to keep our always eyes open and just see that what are those challenges, how we have to involve more and more about those, and whatever friendship we have developed, convert that into a network, so that from different disciplines you can really deliver, and you can collaborate more and more, and multidisciplinary approach I think can give you the best results, and can really achieve many of these. So thank you very much once again, and I again compliment each one of you for receiving these certificates, completing your degree, completing your this foundation course during this official period. So once again, thanks to all of you, and thanks to you all. Thank you.
To a significant and cherished moment of, in our valedictory program, where we honor the hard work and dedication of our trainee scientists by distributing certificates. I would now like to invite our chief guest for certificate distribution.
Mr. Ankit Kumar.
That's it.
Mr. Asharani Patel. Mr. Ashish Ranjan Udgata. Mr. Ashish Madhukar Jadhav. Ms. Ashwini Suryavanshi. Ms. Pratubha Regu. Mr. Agrawal. Mr. Basav Prabhu. Mr. Bhagirath Das. Miss Bernali Handy. Mr. Sitaranjan Rao. Mr. Dawood Udit Pade. Miss Disha. Miss Harita Mohan. Mr. Jayant Kaluguri. Mr. Kashinath Guru Siddhappa Teri. Miss Kavita R. Mr. Kaushik Bag. Mr. Lokesh Ari. Mr. Madhabai Vikabai Chaudhary. Miss Manorama Kumari. Mr. Bombardier Mithil Kumar Ratan Bhai. Mr. Mohammad Hasnai. Mr. Mohammad Kutti. Miss Mitra R. Mr. Nandakumar. Mr. Narendra V.N. Mr. Naveen Chandra Paul. Miss Nuzaiba Palat Muhammad. Mr. Om Prakash Nayak. Miss Pallavi Chauhan. Miss Pavitra V. Miss Plavita Goswami. Miss Priyanka Meena. Miss R. Balaji Rachna. Mr. Rahul Kumar Raut. Mr. Ramesh Kelly. Miss Rajni E.R. Mr. Ravi Kumar. Mr. Ravi Prakash. Miss Veena Prusti. Miss Ritu Bharat Kutte. Mr. Ronit Jaiswal.
Madam,
Mr. Rudrappa Gattu. Mr. Sandeep Dharma. Mr. Sandeep Kumar. Mr. Sandeep Garai. Mr. Sharat Kumar Yan. Miss Shweta Kumari. Mr. Shams C.S. Miss Shivamma Pakirana. Miss Sonali Malik. Mr. Sonu K.S. Mr. Saurav Mishra. Mr. Srinivas K. Miss Sumalata Kalareddy. Miss Suprita. Mr. Suryakant Manik.
बटनों का सारी दावत लगती है।
Mr. Tamilarasan. Mr. Tanmay Kumar Sahu. Ms. Tanvi Das Mandal.
चल भाई
Mr. Udikta Rai. Mr. Umakant Das. Ms. Uzma Mehra. Ms. B. Ralte.
ब्रो ब्रो
Mr. Vinayaka. Mr. Vishal Rai. This is Dr. Manoharaman Kumar.
no so hands
Actually, totally speechless. Did not expect this coming at all. I did not expect this coming. But thank you so much. Thank you to all our mentors here. I have really grown as a person personally. I was a student when I came here and I am going as a scientist. So I have a 360-degree change. I have learned many things that was not taught in a curriculum. I have changed as a personality and I have grown as a scientist, sir. And that is all because of you and because the blessings of the teachers that I have. This is why, and the support of my friends who was the backbone of mine when the times were tough. They actually stood behind me and supported me a lot, sir. Without them and without your guidance and blessings, I would not have achieved this. And my parents and my God that has bestowed this to me, I am so much thankful, sir. Thank you. I will always be in touch with you all and I will always seek your blessings and your support and your guidance in my career. Thank you so much, sir.
To all, I have never expected that I will. Okay, for this I would like to thank all the our directors, coordinators, and all faculties who have taught us, and our Focarians, of course, who supported us a lot. And we have a lot learned a lot. As Uzma has told that we have joined the institute before that, and really we see how the difference we implement there now, what we have learned, like RTP, I have already got the project in IIC, but here I will see what the changes we can do there, like impact or outcome, really I was not knowing. But from here we have learned a lot of how to write a good project and these all things we have learned. And one thing is how to teach students. Like they have not taught us like theory on it, practical sir. Like how to, sir has told, I have told you one theory and you have not remembered. But sir, we have only told that sir, through games we have remembered all these things. So how to teach the students, that also we have learned from here. So we have learned a lot, sir. Thank you all for. I would like to thank our coordinators who have taken so
so much burden for us, like, okay, thanks.
To introduce today's chief guest, Dr. B.N.Mathur, former director ICAR-NAARM Dr. B.N.Mathur, born in New Delhi in 1943. He did his PhD in dairy technology from ICAR-NAARM. He worked as manager R&D in Coastal Limited under various positions in ICAR-NAARM as research officer, head dairy technology division, joint director research and director, and served as director ICAR-NAARM from 2002 to 4. He also served as chief editor for Indian Dairy Association, chairman Dairy Product Subcommittee, national coordinator for graduate dairy education, etc. Dr. B.N.Mathur is recipient of Garners Award and Rafi Ahmad Kidwai Award. He has been honored as fellow of Indian Dairy Association, Association of Food Scientists and Technologists, and National Academy of Agricultural Sciences. Incidentally, today is Sir's birthday. We all wish you a Thank you all for the warm lecture. Thank you all. Thank you for the warm lecture. With this brief introduction, I would now request Dr. B.N.Mathur for the valedictory address.
Dr. Agrawal, Dr. Lakshman, all the participants of the 113th Focars program. Let me tell you, I am so delighted. I never knew I would celebrate my birthday in such a grand manner. So, thanks everyone for your love and affection. This will be a day I remember to the last. Thanks immensely. Dr. Rao, I am very thankful to you for having invited me to this very delightful program today. It was a wonderful opportunity for me to revisit NAARM after I left it in year 2000. And I remember that when in days gone by, Dr. Raman set up this institute here in Hyderabad. From that time to now, the NAARM has grown in terms of its recognition within the ICAR system, as well as in infrastructure. It has grown in status, and I am very proud of the very affirmative and forward push that Dr. Rao has given during his tenure here, during your stewardship. Dr. Agrawal, Dr. Lakshman, all the participants of the 113th Focars program. Let me tell you, I am so delighted. I never knew I would celebrate my birthday in such a grand manner. So, thanks everyone for your love and affection. This will be a day I remember to the last. Thanks immensely. Dr. Rao, I am very thankful to you for having invited me to this very delightful program today. It was a wonderful opportunity for me to revisit NAARM after I left it in year 2000. And I remember that when in days gone by, Dr. Raman set up this institute here in Hyderabad. From that time to now, the NAARM has grown in terms of its recognition within the ICAR system, as well as in infrastructure. It has grown in status, and I'm very proud of the very affirmative and forward push that Dr. Rao has given during his tenure here, during your stewardship. This has been a wonderful experience for me to revisit and meet you all. So friends, if I can start with a lighter note, have you heard of the term officer-like qualities, OLQ? Now this is something that the army people do. They sort of develop officer-like qualities in their soldiers, and when they go out in the army to do the jobs, the skills, so that they can go forward. Also another area which is assuming a very central role in producing the foodstuffs is the microbial ecology of the gut. The gut microflora has a lot to do with the human health, and whatever we eat has a lot to do with what happens in terms of what the microorganisms can do within our gut. So the role of Indian agriculture today, apart from nourishing a turbulent and hungry world, it has never been so dynamic as before. You see, the Ukraine war came, and suddenly the production of wheat availability to the globe receded so much, and these poor countries of Africa, which used to depend upon the import of wheat from Ukraine, it suddenly dried up. So, are we ready to meet those kind of challenges? In my view, India should have a global policy on agriculture, and this needs to be seen in a very vibrant manner. I remember having learned in many years ago that the US satellites used to monitor the growth of wheat in Russia. They would see every week how much the wheat crop has grown up. And then they will tell their farmers to grow more wheat or less wheat. So, you know, this is the kind of dynamism that needs to get into our systems. So, what is our today's focus and what is the vision for tomorrow? This is the kind of opportunity, this is the kind of outlook which you, even as very young entrants in the research fields, etc., have to be looking at. Now, just don't depend upon somebody is going to tell you that there is an opening in this institute or that institute, and that I can go and fulfill or sort of get along with my livelihood earning. No, I think you have to be very aggressive now and start looking at that kind of opportunities which today's agriculture is providing in the global setting. Also, there are challenges before the agriculture in regard to the environment. Everybody is telling us that growing rice is bad for climate. Keeping animals is bad for environment. And so how are you going to fill up the nutritional gap that may come up? Do we have some answers? Do we have some strategies? And do we have a future vision for this? So the expectations on the part of global food production system is increasing tremendously. And so as the demand for food goes up in these kind of turbulent situations, how are the farmers going to meet the expectations of the society? You see, everybody tells farmers, don't burn stubble, it causes pollution, but have we provided them with an answer? Also, there is another area which is coming up, and that is when you have more investments available to you, there is the polyhouse agriculture. I have seen in Punjab, I haven't moved around very much, but in Punjab districts you go and see farmers getting into very high investments into this kind of, this field of agriculture. And if you walk into one of these polyhouses, Dr. Srinivas, it looks like a Shalimar garden. You know, with these climbing type of tomatoes growing up side by side. Now we are using the vertical space. Otherwise, you know, the tomato plant would be just our scientists can stand up and rub shoulders with the scientists working in the fancy labs in America, Canada and all that. It's a great accomplishment. But tell me one more thing, that if you are able to say that I am the person behind Amul's baby food, I am the person behind Coca-Cola, I am the person behind such and such commercial success, look at that level of satisfaction vis-a-vis what you get elsewhere. Choice is yours. Let me also tell you that the kind of growth that is driving agriculture today, Amul is one shining example. I remember in 1960 when I went to Amul Dairy for training, it used to be a very small setup which had emerged from a small rural trainery. And Dr. Korean at that time, he used to move around with spanners and screwdrivers, etc., tied up in his back pocket, and he would be attending to the repair of centrifuges and pasteurizers and all that. Today, from there, Amul is #1 brand of world. It has surpassed Nestle. It has gotten a name, Prestige, which is #2 in world. So where has this taken the Indian dairy farmer to? What is the recognition that you get at the international level? So these are the kind of things I just wanted to mention to you. Adani Group is another force which is driving Indian agriculture. Hindustan Levers, IPC, Nestle, Britannia, and there are so many more to name. So finally, to sum up, I'd like to say, I will send you away what is my take-home message for you as you enter the profession and as you start working. My first expectation from you all is to develop a good work culture within the ICAR system. This work culture is something, it is the spirit with which work is done in an organization. And you see, you go to an Indian government bank and the clerk won't look at you for 10 minutes that you are standing there. You go to another international bank, go to Switzerland, go to America, and people will come up and salute you and say, how can I help you? So when we go to the ICAR systems and we start talking to the scientists, this is a reality. This is a reality. You talk to the scientists and people and the functionaries in the ICAR. How do they respond? And is it not the time that we change it? And this kind of change is something that I think, when I joked with you earlier, officer-like qualities, yeah, this is something that is something for you to accomplish. And so you see, when you say that you are working in such and such organization, at once people form an impression, oh, the work culture is there like this. And you go to another institution and you say, oh, kaam nahi chalega. So, you know, this is something which comes up when we have open communications between us, this mutual respect for each other, their shared goals. If 10 people working in an organization want that their organization should be perceived by others in this particular manner, that's the common goal. Do we own a responsibility for that? So this work, I saw here that while you were here for last 3 months or so, there was a lot of common bonding which has generated here. And once you start working in IBRI, there's another guy working somewhere else in fisheries, and you need to communicate. So you said, yeah, I know that person, I can go and talk there. So this kind of common bonding that gives you within the ARS work culture is very important. I think a beginning has been made, but there is still a long way to go. The last thing that I want to say is this, that it's a very dynamic world. Nobody thought that Ukraine war would erupt. Nobody knew that the whole of the wheat distribution system in the world will go for a 6. And so it's very dynamic. The new concepts keep coming, new opportunities need to be coming. You need to be vigilant. What's on? What needs to be done? Form your priorities and take initiatives to go into that area and venture into that. So this is, I think, one of our sacrosanct expectations, that we should address the needs of the nation through our R&D efforts. And lastly, I think the ARS scientists as today can have immense opportunities, boundless opportunities for strengthening in Indian agriculture and push it to new frontier. And 5 years later, 10 years later, let's reassess from today how far we have gone and what more can be accomplished. So I want to send you away with my good wishes and whatever that needs to be done, and for the fulfillment of the expectations that the nation has to pursue. Thank you.
As we celebrate this momentous occasion and honor the presence of our distinguished guest, I would now request our director to felicitate our esteemed guest. Thank you, sir, for doing that.
And Dr. Ashwan. Today's guest, chief guest, Mathur Saab, beloved former director of NAARM, and Dr. Agrawal, my colleague Dr. Venkat, and coordinators, Dr. Vijay Avinash Lingam, Dr. Ashwan, Dr. Bharat, and more importantly, ARS probationers of 113 Focars, and also we have other guests, young guests from NDRI students and our PhD ABM students and our own faculty, press and media, and colleagues who have joined from other ICR scientists. It's a great privilege to have you, sir, Mathur Saab, to hear, to get your blessings to young 69 scientists. It really makes a lot of difference. Today we are handing over these 69 young scientists to the nation for the service to the farmers and the country and the society. And your message is very, very important. From the student life to ICR scientists. This is only one unique opportunity and investment made by the ICR in this endeavor. We all know that ICAR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, is a great organization, one of the old and world largest research organizations of agriculture. I was talking to Honorable DG, below DG ICR and Secretary Day. Today, the Focars valedictory is going on, so he conveyed his best wishes to all of you, and already he has interacted. Same message is putting that he believes that you all come to the meeting his expectations what he was giving address. In fact, these young scientists' presence in the campus really makes a lot of difference. Old will become young, and we learn a lot of things from them, perhaps few things from us. And these 3 months training, which touched upon how to contribute to the society, how the farmer challenges currently, perhaps how challenges are dynamic, and how they are ready to take the challenges. These are important transformation things which we have proposed in this training. In fact, this training, is not just static, sir. We have changed many new elements. As per the overall agriculture food system is changing. You yourself have mentioned that once upon a time, agriculture was seen something else. And now we have also indicated how industry ready, market ready, and also seen that livelihoods and farmers' distress, etc., etc. In this endeavor, all these 69 scientists, for your kind information, totally 217 scientists, we tried, our endeavor would be, they will be next forever, in fact, very enthusiastic, and they are really relevant to the cause, and really they will take new challenges, and they will ignore minor things in the system. They will focus major strength and opportunities in the system, and always they are focused. They are not deviated from main theme, so that they will come to the, which you have suggested, what is the last take-home message which you have given. It's a very, very important message. Thank you very much for the feedback. In fact, I congratulate all 69 scientists and 2 best award, best trainee awards, equally all 69 scientists. And we all know that NAARM was observing all for the last 3 months. The indicators were developed. So we know that you all know that you are clapping that when these 2 young scientists are called to the dais. Perhaps you were expecting, perhaps there is some unique opportunity, unique attribute is there to 2 young scientists who have got recognized as a best trainee scientist. Sir, please visit that 111 Focarians group photos were kept in faculty center. At the same time, so we are also displaying that Focars toppers adjacent to that. So we will, whenever they come to the NAARM, they will be getting motivated. They will be really as enthusiastic as today. In this process, we all know that many of you have posted in the ICR Institute. We have some difficulties there. We have some budget issues. And some of feedbacks which we have given recently, around 45 directors were here at NAARM. So those messages we have conveyed to all the directors. Please to take care of these young budding scientists to get best out of each scientist. They promised us they will be certainly taking care of you, but if anything little bit minus, please ignore and keep doing. Thank you very much. Some of the Focarians suggested that I got second term and they suggested I need to be here permanently. So perhaps if you suggest, so I will be here only. And I really enjoyed. And my best wishes to all of you and all the ecosystems where you are working, and convey my best wishes to all the directors. And you need to be a field-based scientist, and you have to come out that purely a computer-based scientist. Agriculture is applied research, applied systems. It may be field crops, it may be animal husbandry or poultry, fishery, horticulture, agroforestry, anything else. So I wish all of you that you will be visiting. You will also be seeing that how to commercialize, how to see more projects, how you involve in every activity of ICR or ICR Institute voluntary, without much expectation. That gives great satisfaction. I tell you, ICR is a very unique institute, unique organization. More you learn from other organizations, more you start liking ICR. So it's a beautiful opportunity, many opportunities for you in future. And next year, Mathur sir, next September 1st, we are entering 50th year of NAARM. So we would like to invite all of you, all 69, and as many as all 69, if not all 69, some of you during that period, you will visit NAARM. Perhaps we wanted to bring as many as young scientists or different scientist directors year-long celebrations. Next year we are expecting another 200 scientists at ARS. Yesterday I was discussing with the ASRB, and by December examination is over. So we are going to get 281 scientists in 2 batches next year. I was discussing in future during 50th year of NAARM, we would have a beautiful NAARM house, Focars, sorry, not NAARM house, Focars house, to see this next batch. Even if they send 280, then we can accommodate in single batch. So that is our endeavor. Perhaps we will persuade this proposal and convey my best wishes to your parents, mother, father, family members. Because of them, mother, father, you are here, and their aspirations are fulfilled today. Now you are a potential scientist to serve the country. So it's great to have at this academy, and I wish to see you as many number of times at this academy. Keep coming to NAARM. Yesterday we have another training, next generation sequencing, and 100 participants were there in online time. Almost 7 or 8 scientists are from recent 110 Focars we have come to this training, online training. So keep visiting, and my best wishes to all of you. Please take care of you and your organization, your parents, and your ecosystem farmers, and God bless you.
End to the 1 month in Focars, and with great pleasure I take this opportunity on behalf of the course directors to extend our heartfelt gratitude for your presence and support at this momentous occasion. First and foremost, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to our esteemed Chief Guest, Dr. B.N.Mathur, former Director of ICAR-NAARM, for gracing this occasion with your presence and sharing your valuable experience. Your words of encouragement have inspired us to strive for excellence. Thank you, sir. I would also like to extend to the guest of honor, Dr. R.C. Agrawal, DDG Agriculture Education, for sharing your invaluable insights and wishing you training. We thank you very much. Our director, Dr. C.S. has been the driving force behind this course and all of us, and we owe a huge debt of gratitude for your visionary leadership. Thank you. Thanks are also due to our joint director, Dr. G. Venkateswaru, for the continuous guidance and support he provided to us throughout this course. Thank you. The faculty, guest faculty, and adjunct faculty have played a pivotal role in this course, and we thank them from the core of our hearts. We also thank the heads of administration and finance wings, heads of service wings, medical consultants, administrative and finance staff, technical officers, and the staff who have extended their support to ensure the smooth functioning of this course. Last but not least, I extend our sincere appreciation to the trainees for your enthusiasm and active participation, which made this course a memorable and enriching experience. And wishing you all a successful and satisfactory professional journey. So thanks to everyone present over here and for joining on this momentous occasion. Thank you everyone. And I will now request everyone to stand for the national anthem.